Hey, what's going on everybody? Bits of Vaporize here, bringing you guys another Fortnite video today. Essentially, today's video is going to basically be what I call a loot path or trail route video that you guys can utilize while playing solos, duos, and squads within Fortnite Battle Royale. However, in my opinion, I believe it is best utilized in duos. That's just my opinion, not saying you can't do it in solos or squads. That's just what I believe to be the best way to go about it. This route is basically going to take you guys from Moisty Mire over to the prison and then finally to Fatal Fields. If you guys do, of course, enjoy today's video, comment down below what you want to see next as far as what area of the map you want to see a route for, as well as like the video if you did, of course, enjoy. And also a subscribe would be greatly appreciated if you haven't already done so. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into the Moisty Mire Fortnite Loot Trail tutorial. Alright guys, so making your way over to Moisty Mire, of course you want to check your surroundings before landing, which I am doing right here. I'm going to hit the back shed on the right of Moisty Mire, and my friend, I believe, hit a tree house. So from my perspective, I'm going to start here. A couple things I want you guys to keep in mind when playing Fortnite with anyone, just yourself or duo, squad, whatever. Always make sure you go for ammo boxes, because typically you're going to find a lot of people missing ammo boxes in locations that you search that may already be looted from chest loot and stuff like that, but you may find some leftover ammo boxes. Always check for chests in the shed. There typically is one in the bottom. If you don't find one here, you will find another one throughout Moisty Mire. In our case, we did not have any other hostiles in the area, which was a good thing. However, if you do find other enemies, don't just bail the route, because of course, you could still fight for the loot and take them out. Like, I'm trying to make a point here. Don't ever back down from a fight if you have your teammates and you have decent loot. Like, if you literally see someone dropping at the exact same point as you, then it's your call, but I would still go for it in my opinion. Some other things to keep in mind, guys, you always want to make sure that you're near your teammate or somewhat in range of your teammate. Now, at the starting point, if you know you're clear and there's no other enemies, then I guess it's okay to roam around. But once you start moving on to, like, prison, in our case, what I'm going to be showing you guys is the next step, you're going to want to make sure you're near your teammates. But as far as this loot trail goes, as you saw, I picked up that chest over there, and then I'm going to group up on my teammate in a minute. Now, something I just want to clarify, though, on the other hand, no loot is specific to any area in the map. You could find a scar anywhere you go. It could be in the open, in a chest, in an airdrop. There's no, like, specific area that's just tailored to a certain weapon. Anywhere you can go in the game, you can find any weapon, and it's basically all a luck factor. However, the whole point of this video is to show you guys what I believe is a good strategy, essentially, for a loot path to take in order to ensure that you get decent loot and maximize your survival for later on in the game. And the cool thing about this route is, if you avoid contact, I don't know what kind of players you guys, this video route pathway that I'm kind of making in this one is essentially for more of the on the move kind of passive players. You're not going to be that aggressive in this area because, of course, Moisty Mire at this point in the game is kind of old now. Like, you know how they added Tilted Towers and all the Snobby Shores, stuff like that? That's where most of the people are going to be going. However, I'm not saying there can't be people here. It's just that you're not going to find, like, tons of teams here unless you just happen... if anything, I'm going to guess 2 teams max in squads, maybe a few 2 to 3 duos, and then in solos you might find a couple people there. But back to another point over here. As you can see, we came into prison and we kind of could tell that it's already been looted. However, if you do look deep, sometimes players miss chests, like, and maybe they're just already set with the weapons they have. You don't know what they have, so it's always best to keep looking. Like, as you can see right now, I found a chest that wasn't looted, even though they grabbed all the other resources in the area, like the other chests in the tower and stuff like that. Now, as far as other videos go, comment down below if you guys want to see any other loot path trails that I could show you guys. Like, I'm gonna think I could do one from, like, Snobby Shores, something like that. That would be more of a solo route. Me and my friends recently have been going to Junk Junction a lot. We found a lot of resources there as well that are pretty good, and actually it hasn't been very contested, and we've actually won a lot of games out of Junk Junction recently. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think, and also comment down below what is your favorite place to drop in Fortnite Battle Royale. Me personally, I gotta go with, to be honest, Snobby Shores, because that is where I go the most. Lately I haven't been going there a lot, but, like, in general, if you took, like, a statistic from my past, it would probably be Snobby Shores. Ever since that came out, I've just been going there, like, so many times on solos. But with squads, typically we go into Junk Junction, sometimes we go to Crate, Anarchy, Fatal, stuff like that. So Moving on, this shed we just went to, as you guys saw, this is a very good shed for easy pickup items as well. Once you have grabbed all these items from top and bottom, also make sure to check for that chest down there, and there could be some ammo boxes as well. We're gonna make our way over to the quarry and the cave in a second. One teammate can go to each if you're doing the duo, like I suggest. Yes, this strategy does work, like I said, with any team amount, like solo, duo, or squad. However, this is kind of what I recommend personally. So I'm gonna make my way over to the cave. There should be, or typically is, a chest up top. You'll see in a second. I believe there was a chest when I played. Let me see really quick. Alright, yeah, there was. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna want to go ahead and snag this, of course. Trying to think what else I could talk to you guys about really quick. Going back to the point about saying how you should always go for other players. I'm not saying charge a player and then blame your teammates because you went down or something, because everybody hates the kid that rushes and then says they have the scar or whatever. Like, you know what I'm talking about, like the randoms. That's more of a random situation. I'm sure your friends, like, you guys get along and you can form teams up that will actually be cooperative and stuff like that. Now, what I mean by that essentially is, make sure that if you're going to attack a team, that you have decent resources and you're with your team. That's kind of key. Going back to the location, currently I am in the woods by Fatal Fields. You could look for this chest. This is the only chest spawn in this area, if there is one in the woods. And then also there could be some loot right over there where I just looked, but there wasn't. Now, at this point in the video, we did hear some players in the area, or at least my friend did, and he notified me. Team communication is a priority. If you are playing with your friends, make sure you have mics, or at least, if anything, if one of you doesn't have a mic, at least join the party so that the person that does have the mic can actually talk to the other person, even though they can't talk back. At least he can make call-outs, and that'll at least help a little bit. But, I'm honestly encouraging team gameplay of attacking other teams because of the fact that if you're just going to play passive the whole game and then try to push to the end, essentially what you're doing is, if you don't have good stuff, you're putting your team at a huge risk against players that probably have RPGs, snipers, and scars. However, in this situation, of course, I did have a sniper at this point in time, but it's best to attack players if you think you can handle it, and if you got the upper ground, or if you're flanking them from behind and they don't know you're coming. But yeah, don't just say, oh, I can't do it, or you don't think you're going to kill them. Like, at least try, because what's the worst thing can happen? You might die, but then you can just play again. Now, one thing I forgot to mention about this loot trail is that if the bus starts right above Moisty Mire, then don't drop there. Like, that's just kind of something I did want to clarify. Yes, I did say there wouldn't be a lot of people there. However, if the bus is right on top of Moisty, that's the games where you're going to be getting like a couple teams dropping there, because it's going to be the closest point, and a lot of people don't like to go all the way across the map. Now, that's another thing. If the bus is all the way by, like, let's say it starts at like Junk Junction, it's heading like almost parallel to the top of the map, then it's definitely a good idea to go all the way to Moisty, because no one's going to go there most likely. That's why me and my friends have been going to Junk Junction lately, because it's been out of the way and it's pretty far, so other players don't typically drop there when we go there, so we kind of clean up the whole place. Now, as you just saw a moment ago, I picked up an ammo box that someone left behind again. See, like I said, a lot of loot can get left behind with some small shields right here. But yet, I think in our case, this house wasn't looted. However, people were in the area and they did loot the big barn. And of course, we eliminated those other players. But that's kind of going to wrap up today's video. Let me know what you guys thought about the commentary part. I tried to talk about the game and some tips and tricks at the same time. Let me know what routes you want to see next. Like, I could do one from Junk Junction, Snobby Shore, stuff like that. Just comment down below, and a like would be greatly appreciated yet again. And subscribe if you are new to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.